Hey everyone, welcome back to Inkmatic, back here with another Trading 212 portfolio update. This is episode 41 today. I just want to say a massive thanks to everyone who subscribed and liked the video for the last episode. Thanks again, really do appreciate it. We had 40 likes, which is I think is the highest liked video so far, so thanks again for that. Let's like this video and help it get to 50 likes. It just helps the video get out to more people, and so we can have new subscribers, and it just pushes the channel forward. So thanks again for your support, really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. So today we're just going to be talking about the overall portfolio update, what I've purchased, what has really changed in the portfolio, top performers this week I'm going to go through. So yeah, let's get started. So the portfolio is currently at £7,797 and 8p. I've invested £7,887 and 41p. I'm down £91 and 98p. That's 1.17%. I am recording this video a little bit early. This is just as the markets have opened on Friday. So this recording is a little bit earlier than usual. That being said, I have increased the portfolio by about £250 since last week. So I'll just dive into some of the things that I've purchased and some of the things that have changed and some of the top performers. So let's dive into some of the top performers in the portfolio overall. So Alibaba is actually doing really well since I invested in it. I've got 2.5 shares. It is up 5.12% in the week. Returns at the moment is £108 and 23p. That's up 27.19%. My average price is at $203.39. So I'm really happy with that. I am pretty bullish on it, and I do think I'm going to be holding on to this for a long time. Airbus is also doing actually really well. I wasn't really expecting it, but I'm up 13.51%. I'm up £39.86. I've got 5.5 shares with an average price of €60.86. Also want to talk about Aviva. Has actually done really well in the last week. It's up 11.7%, which is really good. They have announced a dividend, I believe is around about 6p. So, and it's due to be paid somewhere in September. I'll put the details in the video. But I've got 170 shares. I'm up £83 and 46p. That's 19.92%. My average price is at £2 and 46p. Again, I'll be holding on to that for a while because I think it is a good dividend payer. I think they did say that they're going to be revisiting the final dividend later in Q4 anyway, so we'll see how that goes. The other stock that's been doing well is Cloudflare. I've held this stock since they IPO'd, and I'm quite bullish on it. I've got 15 shares at the moment. I'm up £258 and 66p. That's 121%, well 121.36% to be exact. Really happy with this. I think it is a really good long-term stock for me. I personally think it's probably going to be about like $100, I think, in the near future, but don't take my advice on it. Obviously do your own research. This is just my opinions, and this video is only for like entertainment purposes, so let's go with that. Directline is also doing really well. I've got 100 shares. I'm up 21.72%. They are up in the week, if I can get that to load, 10.77%, which is actually pretty decent, about 32p. So overall, yeah, I'm up 21.72%. They are announced to pay 2 dividends. So they've announced that they're going to be paying a final and an interim, and I think one of them is classed as a special, just because it's just the payment that they didn't pay in earlier on in the year. So I'll put the details in the video. If you haven't seen last week's video, you can watch the card above, or the link is in the description. Don't forget to smash the like button. It really does help the video get shown to more people. The other one that I want to talk about is Legal in General. Is also doing really well. In the last week, it is up 5.61%. I've got 115 shares in this. I'm up £59.79p. That's 29.92%. My average price is at £1.73p. So again, with similar to the other ones with Aviva and Directline, they have announced to pay a dividend as well. I believe it's around 4.93p off the top of my head, but I'll put the details in the video again. They are due to go X this month and pay in September. Same with Directline and Aviva. So again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really does help the YouTube algorithm. And if you're interested in trying out Trading 212, you can use my referral link, which is ink.yt/trading 212. When you sign up, you get a free share worth up to £100. Link is also in the description. And then I want to talk about Microsoft. So Microsoft, there's been a lot of speculation around Microsoft potentially buying part of TikTok or the whole of TikTok. I'm not really too sure what's going on with this, to be honest, because I'm personally not too keen on Microsoft doing acquisitions because they never really tend to work out well. So when we look at Skype, they basically run it into the ground. Back then, Skype was a verb. It still is, but it's basically a discontinued software, which they really did miss an opportunity, to be honest, to dominate the industry, but they basically let Zoom and other ones basically take over. So that was a bit of a disappointment. Since Skype is literally a verb, you would literally be like, oh yeah, let me Skype you. So they did miss an opportunity there, especially with the enterprise software. I've used it at work, and it is probably by far the worst video conferencing software out there. But they could have dominated that space. But they didn't, which is unfortunate. But the same thing goes with Nokia. Like when they had the acquisition with Nokia, it hasn't really gone well. They basically run that into the ground, and I think TikTok will be the same story. Obviously, I don't think it's going to impact, even if they do acquire it and they make a loss on it. I think the other businesses that they have in their diverse company, that it will just compensate for it. So I think a long-term play, I do think Microsoft is a really strong company and something that I really want to focus on at some point and increase my position on it, because I do think Microsoft will still be relevant, well, very relevant anyway, when I retire in the future, whether that be in like 20-30 years. That being said, I do think that Microsoft will still be a relevant player in that time. So with that being said, I've got 1.55 shares. I'm up £45.81. I'm up 21.84%, and my average price is $174. I also want to talk about Realty Income. So Realty Income, I have been pushing this and been increasing it quite a bit over the last few weeks. I've got a total of 8 shares now. Really happy with that. I want to get to 10. But I think realistically that's only going to happen next month. In my next investing round, I kind of spent a bit too much this week. So that being said, I've got 8 shares. So I've got 8 shares. I'm up £12.25. That's 3.34%. My average price is $58.74. This is a monthly dividend payer. I believe they go X and they pay the dividends on the 15th of every month. Don't hold me to that. I'll put the exact details in the video. I believe it is around a 4.5 to 5% dividend yield. But yeah, that's about it. I also want to chat through some of my sells. So I've sold Apple this week, mainly because I did sell it at a lot cheaper. I only had a 0.25 shares. The reason why I sold it is because Trading 212 is when a split happens and you have a fraction, they're going to convert that into cash anyway. So I figured I might as well make that work for me right now. And I'm going to wait until the hype goes down and then purchase that full share again. But in the meantime, I basically put it into another stock, which we'll go into in a minute. So I only had 0.25 shares of this stock. I sold it at $431 and I made about £25 in profit. I'm hoping, if long as it goes below $430, whatever that is divided by 4, that is the price that I'm going to be willing to pay for Apple. I do think it is going to drop once the split takes place and the hype around the stock dies down a little bit. I do think the price will come back down to whatever it should be. I do think at the moment Apple is overvalued. I also received a dividend this week, and that is from AT&T. So when it went ex-dividend, I only had 1.2 shares, so it isn't a decent, well, it's an all right payout for what it was, but for the next time anyway, I've got 10 shares, so I've increased that by almost 10 times, so really happy with that. I'll show you what I got for the dividend anyway. So I got, for some reason, Trading 212 does this, and it only shows you that you only got paid out for one share, which is kind of annoying, and I'm pretty sure I had 1.2, but anyway, doesn't really matter. It's shown as one, but I'll email them or let them know that for some reason it's only shown, it only rounds up. So anyway, I've got amount per share was 44 cents, which works out as 41p. So yeah, so I'm hoping that will then turn into around £4 for the next payment anyway. And the last one that I want to talk to you guys about was, so with Energy Transfer, I've gone full out with them, and it is now my biggest position in this portfolio. I've got 200 shares, which is valued at £1,009.48. My returns at the moment, I'm down £43.12. That's 4.09% overall. So I'm not too worried about this anyway, because they are paying a dividend, and I am expecting around $50. That's before tax. So after it, I'm expecting about 40. So I'll probably say I should get about £35 this quarter from it. So I'm pretty stoked on it. I'm really interested to see how the tax works with an MLP, because I think it is slightly different. So it'd be good to see how that works out with MLPs, which is, I'd be interested to know. I'll let you guys know how it works out for me as well in the next update. Oh, well, not the next one, the following update when I get paid from this company, which is, I believe, is the 19th, and they're paying about 30 cents per share. So I should be expecting a nice amount, to be honest, and it is my largest position. With that being said, yeah, so the money that I got from Apple and the other stocks that I've sold pretty much went into this, just to bump this up, and I've got to 200 shares. Really happy with that. I think that's what I'm going to leave it at and work on the other positions to focus on, because this is actually, if we go down to my thing, it actually accounts for 12% of my portfolio in Trading 212. So I do want to start pumping up some of the other ones, specifically Realty Income, at the moment anyway, and AT&T potentially, but we'll see how that pans out when I start investing again. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and help this video get to 50 likes. I really want to get this to 50 likes. I've also got a few ideas that I want to I've got a few ideas about new videos that I want to start creating. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. So if you want to follow me on that, that's at Incmatic. And lastly, if you want to try out Trading 212 or Freetrade or Stake, you can use my referral links, which are on screen now. So if you want to sign up to Trading 212, you can use my referral link, which is ink.yt/Trading 212, and you'll get a free share worth up to £100 when you sign up. So please use the referral links if you are thinking about signing up. It really does help the channel. And I will be introducing a update on what free shares I get across all the platforms in future videos. So I'll try and do this on a monthly basis, so that's another video to watch out for. So yeah, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.